What's up YouTubers, Aldo straight back with a brand new video for you here. First off, welcome back, great to see everyone, hope yous are all well. Now, what we're in today, we are in Midcard Collection Part 7. So we're nearly there with this Midcard Collection. I hope you guys have enjoyed all the mid-cards. It's been great doing them, but let's get right into it. So what this set of mid-card replicas are, I've just done my US championships. I am now going into my Intercontinental championships, and I have 7 of them, so I'm going to try and squeeze all of them into a smaller number of videos for you guys so we can get on to the World Championships. Now, the Intercontinental Championship, it needs no introduction. Everybody knows what it is. It started off in 1979 in a for TV tournament when Pat Patterson realistically was awarded that championship for some silly reason, and then it went on. It went on to become, in my opinion, the best mid-card championship of all, and what I call it is in fact, Shawn Michaels called it this in 1997 in an interview. In a kayfabe interview, he said it was a workhorse championship, and it definitely was. Anybody that had the Intercontinental Championship certainly worked their backsides off to give the best performance possible. You can look at the likes of Bret Hart and Kurt Hennig, aka Mr. Perfect, at SummerSlam 91, Bret Hart and Roddy Piper, WrestleMania 8, Bret Hart and the British Bulldog, David Boy Smith, at SummerSlam 92, Shawn Michaels and Scott Hall, aka Razor Ramon, at WrestleMania 10, the infinite ladder match that went on there, and from there it took on a whole different aura about it. It became special after that. Unfortunately, through history, the WWF, WWE haven't really put it on display as best it should be, to the point where in 2002, when they were unifying all the championships, they actually unified the Intercontinental Championship with the then World Heavyweight Championship on Raw, which was just silly. And then it came back in the spring of 2003. But anyway, everybody should know that history by now. If they don't, I would recommend going on, because otherwise I'll start rambling again. Let's get into what we're going to be talking about here. So the first replica that I'm going to throw out to you guys is, this specific made one was made in 2014, but it is very much a classic. It's a very much classic championship where the Ultimate Warrior won the championship first from the Honky Tonk Man at SummerSlam 1988, the first SummerSlam, and then he lost it to Rick Rude at WrestleMania 5, regained it at that year's SummerSlam, and the Ultimate Warrior introduced this championship. So it was an upgraded design championship. It is the yellow Intercontinental Classic. Now, this championship, when everybody knows what it is, everybody knows that it was given to Tito Santana in the early to mid 80s, and it was won with the likes of Randy Savage and so on and so forth. The classic WrestleMania 3 match with Randy Savage and Ricky Steamboat. But when the Ultimate Warrior was starting to win championships, he sort of was given permission to change, or at least I believe he was either given permission or they decided that the championships should be as colourful as the Ultimate Warrior. Now, this belt is absolutely stunning. It is, with it getting done in 2014, it is an E. So it's an E block IC Classic. And there was a couple of these going out. There was a white strap, a blue strap. In fact, when Figures Inc. done the original replicas with the F version, they threw out white, blue, and yellow and black as well. And it's actually unfortunate that during the era when they were doing this, that they didn't keep that going. And I mean WWE shot, because they've only released this version. I believe the white version came out as well, possibly the blue, I'm not too sure, I think it did, but it is an absolutely stunning version of the championship. Everything obviously has been enhanced from the original, from the tip to the strap to the side nameplate to the side plates. The main plate itself is absolutely updated to the max, and it is an absolute stunning looking championship, and I'll get into more of it as we get into the review. And then the next replica that we got the night after WrestleMania 14 in 1998, that championship actually got, that design of the championship, sorry, got retired, and we got an upgrade. We got an upgrade to the IC Oval, and that was a block logo bell. It looked absolutely stunning, so different but so class, but so original at the same time. I do have that, and that will be getting reviewed in the next video. But what I do have, after the October pay-per-view of 1999 No Mercy, when China defeated WJ Jeff Jarrett for the Intercontinental Championship, the following night on Raw, we went from a block logo to the Attitude Era scratch logo Intercontinental Championship. So this would be the Oval V2, and it is an absolutely amazing looking championship. This is actually this was my second replica that I ever got, and I was so chuffed when I got this, because obviously it is one of the originals, and what was actually really cool as well, this wasn't by me, this was actually the original owner, when I got this off eBay, actually got this done, but there are several signatures on it as well. I will get into the signatures when I get into the review, but these are, it's an absolute gorgeous looking championship. Yes, it is very flat, as you can see there, it is very flat, but the actual championship itself is, no words can describe how beautiful it is. Excuse me. Unfortunately, with it being a bit flat, it doesn't pop as what it should do. Excuse me. They obviously fixed that in replica updates down the road, but it's just absolutely, it's an absolutely stunning looking championship. And yeah, let's get into what we are to talk about. Before I ramble on more, let's get into talking about replicas. Okay guys, so here is the in-depth review on the Ultimate Warrior Yellow Strap IC Classic. It is an absolutely beautiful looking belt, obviously an updated with the E bold logo from when it used to be an F, but it still looks absolutely lovely. Now, starting at the top, the WWE logo in a block 3D bold print, and it pops out very nicely. The original was very flat, and on the Scott Hall version of the championship, they brought out a Scott Hall / Razor Ramon signature series a few years ago, and this had a black background on it, and it actually really popped out. It looked a lot better than what this did, but this is what it is, and it still looks really, really good. Then you have the swan wings either side of that. Looks very, very nice. Obviously a lot more in depth than before. And then below that you have the Intercontinental banner with 6 stars on either side in gold and black. Looks very, very nice too. These are a lot more sharper and in depth, more 3D than what they were on the original as well. And below that you have 2 stars either side, which integrate to having 5 stars in the middle. These are a lot more in depth as well. They pop out a lot more when you hold them up against the light. And then you have the lovely blue globe. I really liked it when they upped their game on the globes, for not just for the IC, for the Intercontinental Championships, but for all championships that actually had a globe on them. The blue on this globe is absolutely lovely. And just this design with having the globe the way it is will always stand the test of time. And then below that you have heavyweight wrestling champion banners in the same way as the top, with the 3D bold gold writing, and it looks absolutely lovely. And then you have 2 stars on either side of that, different stars than what is above, and these pop out very nicely as well. Now the main design of this overall is almost as if it has 3 plates on top of each other. This is sort of the design that, as far as I understand it, was, I'm sure I'll get correct, please correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe it was Reggie Parks that came up with this original design, and then obviously this has just stood the test of time, and any belt creators after this design have always tried to duplicate it or copy it. This design has went into the likes of the WCW United States main plate, the ECW Tag Team Classics. They had this design as well. Lots of wrestling promotions have tried to copy or replicate this design. And then as we go into the side plates, all 4 side plates are exactly the same. Obviously the 2 on either side of the main plate, you have the block WWE logo at the top, and then you have 2 grapplers underneath that. And similar to the main plate, you have a square plate on top of a square plate, and it works. It looks very, very nice. There is a couple of designs where these are actually sketched in black, and that actually makes them pop out a lot more as well. And then you have again the WWE block logo, 2 grapplers underneath that, in the same block on square on top of a square design there, and these look very, very nice too. The detailing on their faces are very, very nice, almost the same detail as what the WWE version of the big gold gets. And then obviously on this side is just a mirror version of what's on the other side. WWE block logo, 2 grapplers, and square upon square plates. And the same here with the lockup WWE logo at the top and square upon square plates there. Overall, they look lovely. They're not a wrong choice of words. They look really lovely. I just think a little bit more colour in here might have made them pop out a little bit more. But it is what it is. And then you have a WWE Block Intercontinental nameplate. WWE Intercontinental. And it looks very nice. I like how they've kept this the 3D block look on this as well, and how it's been integrated into the strap too. That's very, very nice. And then for the strap itself, you have a nice gold tip. The snap box has a sort of WWE Block logo in it. Then you have the sketchy snap box. I still can't remember why they started doing this at all. I think it was a way to get just put their logo on everything as much as possible. But they've done this for a lot of their belts from the start of 2014, and I'm yay and nay about it. And of course you have the beautiful yellow strap that has the classic shell-shaped border going all the way through the plates, through the main plate, and then onto the other side. And on this snap box you have the WWE Block logo again, with the sketchy snap boxes. And yeah, it looks very, very nice. Looks very nice indeed. Let's flip this over. Still got the authentic WWE flashy. And this was done in 2014, and the strap is looking very good for being over 10 years old, I have to say. Let's get the stand in. Oh yeah, absolutely lovely. Okay guys, so here is the in-depth review on the WWF Attitude Era Intercontinental Championship Oval V2. That was a mouthful to get out there. So, as I said, this came out the night after No Mercy in 1999 in October, when China debuted the upgrade oval from the block logo to the scratch logo. And in my opinion, this is the best version of the Intercontinental Championship, in my opinion. But hey, that's everybody to their own, you know. The upgrade that they did, I liked it, but it wasn't. It didn't sing to me until many years later when they stopped using it. But in my opinion, this is the gold standard as far as the Intercontinental Championship is concerned. Now, keep in mind, this is from 2001, so there's going to be a lot of flatness in this belt, but it is what it is, you know. So, you have a black and red WWF Attitude Era scratch logo smacked in the middle, and it has stood the test of time. It looks great. There is a few scuffs on the blue globe, but the globe looks still fantastic when you hold it up against the light. The scuffs on the belt, we just chalk up to battle damage. But for being a belt from 2001, it still looks really, really good. Obviously, the globe with the blue water on it looks great. And then you have a rope banner, a very thin rope banner going all the way around the globe. And then at the top you have World Wrestling Federation done in a classic black and gold. And then keeping with the 6 stars idea, from the IC Classic. They kept the stars but turned them into 6 little gems, so 6 little fake zirconias. Now, through time, obviously, just the way that the wrestlers had dealt with the belts, whether they're throwing them around or whatnot, but these had a tendency to fall out, even in the updated E version as well. And then you have a sort of a sunblast effect on either side of the globe. It is very flat, very, very flat. Very, very flat. But you can still make out that it is a sunblast effect. It looks alright for its age. It looks okay. And then you have the Intercontinental banner, loud and proud, across there in gold and black, and it looks great for its age. Then you have Champion underneath that, excuse me, in black and gold as well. Yeah, still looks fantastic. Now, on the oval shape, there is a rope banner continuous all the way around the globe. All around the plate, sorry, I should say. And the oval has sort of like this in-depth curve on down here and up here. And it looks, honestly, I'm sorry for repeating myself, but it does look good, even for its age. And on side plates 1 and 2, you have North America, South America, Antarctica, and a WWF blue and gold scratch logo. Now, these still stand the test of time now. They look fantastic. You have the North America and South America globe for blue, with the blue water there. Looks fantastic. Picture of Antarctica. Then both side plates have a rope banner going around them too. And then sunblast effect. Unfortunately, the sunblast effect on here are a little bit more in depth than what they are on the main plate. Then you go across to the other one, 3 and 4, Europe, Africa, Asia, and Australia. These plates look great as well. You can actually make out the UK here, just. And then these have rope banners going around them as well. And they have the sunblast effect as well. Again, a little bit more in depth and detailed than what's on the main plate. But yeah, they still look great. They still stand the test of time. Now the strap itself, people have been asking me this for years. Would I sell this belt simply for the signatures? No, I would not. Because there's 2 signatures on here that I know I will never get again. Now the signatures on it is Shelton Benjamin. Yes, I know he never won the F. He won the E, but anyway. Chris Jericho with his Y2J signature. Eddie Guerrero there. Sorry, I take that back. That is Randy Orton. I do apologize. Totally missed the R there. Then you have Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero here, and Chris Benoit. Now, I'm going to say this was at a WWF WWE meet and greet where he managed to get the chap that had this original this original belt. I got this belt off of eBay, as I said, second hand, but I'm going to say the guy got this at a meet and greet and he managed to get all 5 signatures. And because, yes, all 5 wrestlers have won this version of the Intercontinental Championship, just obviously Benoit, Guerrero, and Jericho have won the F version, whereas Orton and Benjamin have held the E version. So, yeah, the strap is a bit bubbly. It has been broken in now. It is still an okay nick. I do try and look after it as best I can, but no gold tip on here. Basic strap. It has the WWF Attitude Era logo, replacing the shell-shaped border, going all the way through this part of the strap. It stops at the main plate and then goes on to the other side of the main plate and continues on here. I mean, the strap, even though this is an adult belt, the strap looks so tiny now compared to how they have the straps. If I flip this over, still the WWF Attitude Era flashy, still kicking, still going. 2001, done by Figures Inc., an official licensed WWF product. WWF.com. And yeah, even this strap itself, it's a bit bubbly, but still in very, very good nick. I absolutely love this championship. It's my second belt, and it has stood the test of time. Looks absolutely brilliant. If I put these down for 2 seconds. There's both versions of now IC Classics together. Beautiful. So guys, thank you so very much for watching this review on the Intercontinental Classics, the part 7 of this mid-card collection. It's been absolutely a thrill to do this today because I haven't reviewed these championships in quite a while, so it was nice to give them a little refresh. But please comment below, let me know what you guys think is the best version out of these two belts. What is your favourite design of the Intercontinental Championship overall? There has been many of them, but if I had to choose between these two, of the Ultimate Warrior strap, IC Classic, the Attitude Era IC Oval Classic, I think I'm going to have to go with this because this is very near and dear to my heart. It is the first, it is obviously not my first, it is my second championship that I ever got, and because it's from the Attitude Era, the Attitude Era holds a very special place in my heart, and it is absolutely it is my holy grail when it comes to my replicas. So yeah, please like, share, subscribe, all that you need to do in order to get my voice out there. Be very much appreciated. Keep an eye out for more IC Classics coming. I can't get my words out today. Look out for more IC Classics down the road, guys. And as I always say, dreams be the journey, and you guys take care of yourselves.